And David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. The Nuggets with their last game here in Denver before heading back out on the road.
Yeah, and remember, this is the second and final time these teams will see one another. So they're going to want to ensure things turn out a bit differently this time around. I expect them to be as aggressive as we've seen all season.
And maybe just more than wins and losses at stake. It could be pride. They'll be using everything in their arsenal to try and avoid the season sweep.
Pass to Reed. Picked by Reed. The kick out to O'Neal. Misses the three. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points of the ballgame. And Reed throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to fall. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Right side, O'Neal. Here's Williamson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Zion plays with such force down low. He fights right through. And he'll be at the free throw line.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Outside for Randall. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's tough. Those are the kind of plays when Randall can knock down a three-point shot, just how much he's going to open up.
Now here's Williamson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Second team foul.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Williamson looking it over. To the paint. Here's O'Neal.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Back to Randall. All alone. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Randall's teammates loving seeing this. Shots like this are helping out this offense. He's taking the lead.
And he makes that one.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Stephen Curry.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Just 3 to shoot. Shot by Grimes. No good. Here's Giannis. A putback. Randall on the follow. Randall's got 7 points in the game. 1:37 left in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
And to Kumbo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. 1:15 left in the first. Williamson with it. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. He's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut him off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Williamson. And it's out of bounds to the Wildcats. And so here are the Wildcats. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Knocked loose. Alvarado with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. That's to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson, the screen. Count it. Curry's got 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Wildcats.
The away team, 17.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wildcats.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
Williamson with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Outside, O'Neal. And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Curry on the wing. No good on the 3. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Denver. They trail by 1. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
At the line for Denver.
The Nuggets have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. There's the pick. Fires for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And here's Denver. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's Giannis. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Curry. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
Well, Curry doing it again. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Now off the inbound. And that one's good. Antetokounmpo. 11 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report. Grimes. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Grimes has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Wildcats. Here are the Wildcats. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Williamson. Right side Curry. Picked by Reed. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Drops in the tray. O'Neal's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wildcats.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Grimes. O'Neal on the wing. Pass to Reed. Here's Grimes. Here's Curry. This one for 3. No good that time.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
That's his second.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 1:38 left in the first half.
And the defense, you thought they were helpless before. Now Giannis is hot.
Now Curry. 8 points for him. And Reed has it in the corner. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. .110 left to play here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. From deep three-point land. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Such a key for Julius to continue to stay assertive on the offensive end.
Away team ball.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got 6.
Inside, Zion just a monster. He could go over or through opposition.
And it's Giannis missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Williamson throws it down.
So awesome to see Zion healthy and showing off that elite athleticism.
Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Here's McCollum. Right side Curry. Here's Bitadze. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. It's the Wildcats up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Williamson. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. To the inside. To the middle. Here's Grimes, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Grimes has got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wildcats.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Curry. Over in the corner, Williamson. Reed with it. Neesmith covering. Reed gets the bucket.
Zion continuing to work on his all-around game, and nice job of finding his teammate there. Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Williamson. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Picked by Reed. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Curry. Launches a 3. They get it back. They set the pick. Back to Williamson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trailed by 8. It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it. And more artwork from the greatest shooter we've ever seen, Curry making it look easy.
Williamson right side. At the top of the key, Reed. Offline from the top of the key.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Pass to Nesmith. To the wing right side. Out to Brooks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
He doesn't get the second one. And so here are the Wildcats closing in on the end of this long road trip, as that will be game 6 of 7 straight away. Curry wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wildcats. Here's Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Mr. Williamson. Drops in the layup for 2. Williamson's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, pretty fluid. It looks like the offense settling in now as Zion works to get himself the shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Wildcats.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
It's Curry outside. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11. Here's Giannis. Trying to get open is Randall. The shot that time, not on target. Now here's Williamson. He's got 11. Pass to Curry. Takes the 3. The Nuggets trailed by 12. That's a 2 from Randall. O'Neal with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Love Zion's grit and determination. Nothing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wildcats lead by 10.
The away team, 46.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Timeout called, Nuggets. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to listen in on what David Adelman went over with his team. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. Here's Giannis. Reed with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Williamson missing. Here's Denver now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Williamson outside. O'Neal trying to break free. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Outside for Beal. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And the rejection by Giannis. Picked by Reed. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
Handle no good. And so here are the Wildcats. Williamson outside. Curry on the wing. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Shot clock at 5. Back to Curry. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. O'Neal with the steal. One-on-one here. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Outside, Beal. Here's Nesmith. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's Curry with the 3. It's good from long range. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Open shot, Randall. And Curry pulls it down.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And here is Williamson. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Williamson. There's a good screen. Tries again. Here's Curry. Back to Williamson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Here's Beal. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining.
Picked by Reed. The 3. And O'Neal is good for 3.
3 points.
O'Neal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wildcats.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Outside for Randall. Offensive rebound. Back to Beal. Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. Here's Williamson. Outside Curry. Six to shoot. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 20 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Wildcats.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
So sharp on the passing tonight. Guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Number 15.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Beal with the reveal of some of his resiliency on that and 1.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so Curry will bring it up for the Wildcats. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reed. Five to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So we see the Wildcats get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up.